Welcome back to our Arctic road trip where we started in central Finland and now we are all the way at the northernmost point of Finland and the European Union. And today we are leaving this Aurora Borealis cottage where we saw beautiful views of the northern lights for 2 nights, and now we are making the trip into Norway to go even more north.
I am so excited for today because we are staying somewhere that with like an accommodation that we have never experienced before. Today we are staying in a glass igloo in Norway. I'm so excited, and the northern lights have been so good, so I'm really hoping we can just lay on our bed and look up and watch the northern lights. And it's actually funny because we're in Finland right now, but right across the stream, that mountain right there, that's actually Norway. So we've been right next to Norway this entire time that we've been all the way up here in Finland, so it's gonna be a really special one. Bye Finland, we love you!
I thought the border crossings were really easy until I saw all those signs and I got nervous.
But looks like we're just headed into Norway now. Bye Finland!
Turn left.
Wow, alright, well, we think everything went smoothly and we're now in Norway, first time crossing a border in a car. This is exciting. And then we're headed off on this road. We're gonna go a little bit south and then we're gonna go straight north to our really fun Airbnb. We're now an hour and a half into our journey through Norway. It was really fun getting to look at the other side of the river and see Finland. And now we are in a town called Karasjok. Is like the biggest place that we've seen so far in our drive through Norway. Usually it's just been trees and road and we hardly pass any cars, but now we're in a little tiny town. I believe there's even like a Scandic hotel here, so I mean, it can't be that tiny. We stopped at a Circle K. It's really funny that we see Circle K because we have it in the United States, but we didn't see it in Finland, and it's not in too many other countries worldwide. And we're just using the restroom here, and then we'll continue on.
I ended up getting a little cappuccino. I'm kind of sad because these were like $2 in Finland, and this one was $4.50 US. So definitely feeling the Norwegian prices, but that's okay. We knew we were getting into this, and I mean, the views are so beautiful. It's been very mountainous and hilly and windy, and we've basically been next to Finland the entire time, but I think right now we're turning off and saying goodbye to Finland. As far as the reindeer count, there's definitely a lot more in Finland. We've only seen one in Norway so far. It was white and super fluffy and super cute, but definitely not as many here, but there are a lot more mountains, so, you know, give and take.
Still looking for that moose.
Yeah.
Still looking for the moose. We haven't seen one on this entire road trip.
No mooses. I think our best bet will be in Sweden. That's what I think.
We're now in Lakselv, Norway. Jenny's hair is going crazy because it's really windy out here. There's a nice plane taking off right there because the airport's over here. We stopped in because we were at a grocery store. We saw a Spar and felt like this might be the only grocery store between here and our Airbnb, which is still an hour away. We're just going straight north through the fjords and we're just seeing these beautiful mountains along the way. There's still rivers that we're passing and trees and everything. It just looks so cool. It might be a little bit more alive if we were here in the middle of the summer, not near the end, but it still looks beautiful. Now let's get some groceries.
In Norway and Finland, probably Sweden, you can't buy like the high alcohol, like 8 and above, at least in Finland it was that, in the grocery store, so they have like a whole different store for that. It's usually right next to the grocery stores though. This can of beer is literally ginormous. Well, at the grocery store, they're the same price as Finland. They actually have a 3 of them for the price of 2, so we're getting 3. We got our groceries. We didn't get a lot because we don't have a kitchen at this place. We just have like a kettle and a refrigerator, but that's still better than nothing. So we got a lot of like ramen and fruit and just bread and cheese, things that you don't have to make. But that's okay because I cooked at the last place and it was only about $40 for like a decent amount of groceries. Oh my gosh, my hair is slammed in the door. Okay, well, We're on the way to the Airbnb now.
Hey everyone, I wanted to talk to you about our most important thing that we've had on this road trip, our Olafly eSIM. We've been driving around everywhere that we've never been before in Finland and now in Norway, and we've needed really good cell phone coverage, and we've needed directions everywhere we've gone. And thankfully, we've had really good cell phone service with the Olafly eSIM right here on our phone. Olafly has data plans all around the world, so all you have to do is download the app or go to the website and then search for where you're going, how many days you need, purchase the plan, and then you're free to use the internet immediately wherever you are. The cabin that we were staying at for the past 2 nights didn't have Wi-Fi, and it would have been terrible if we didn't have our eSIM, because we were able to FaceTime with our friends for 2 hours and watch as many YouTube videos as we wanted right there on our phone. And we didn't have to worry about running out of data because Olafly's plans are unlimited. So if you want 5% off your next purchase, just use the link in our description. And thank you to Olafly for sponsoring this portion of the video.
Well, these roads are certainly a lot crazier and scary than what we have been driving on. These turns, I feel like every time we pass another car in a turn, we're gonna die.
It's so wild just how close we are to the other oncoming traffic, because there's no line in the middle dividing traffic. It is a little scary, especially because of how fast we're going down some of these turns.
Yeah.
And of course the locals are going the speed limit or above it, and then it's just like, everything's happening so fast.
But these views are out of this world. We're just pretty much driving on this like bay or fjord. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but it's like what we would call a bay in the United States. So we just have views of the ocean and the mountains, and we're just climbing up and down and up and around and down and up, and so we get lots of like high views of the fjord bay and then lots of low views at eye level. It's just, but then like we're on turns like this and it's like, oh god, please nobody hit me. So this is a lot more of an adventure than I expected. We just pulled over on the side of the road because we found some sheep, but also Jacob just looked it up and we think we're on Billefjord, and we stopped for the sheep, but now I'm really happy because this view is so amazing right here, and there's sheep literally everywhere. We are pulling up all the way to our little igloo right over there. We are right on the water. This is crazy.
We're just pulling into a little peninsula, so we'll have water on all 3 sides with just the land right there. Not exactly sure where to go.
Ooh, think straight. But there is like a bunch of little like things around here.
Oh my, look.
What?
Look.
Oh my gosh. Hi there. Oh my gosh. This is so crazy.
I just looked over and there's...
Oh my gosh, so many reindeer. Wait, I want to take a picture. Don't move, don't move. Wow, talk about a warm welcome. Thanks, guys. This shows really well how like just surrounded by water we are. And this looks like a one-way street, and there's a car up there.
There's our igloo right there.
There's our igloo. So cool.
We're walking up to our glass igloo now, and I believe this is the most unique and special accommodation that we've ever booked.
Welcome to our glass igloo. This is way prettier than I thought it was going to be. There's water literally completely surrounding us. The sky's pretty clear, so fingers crossed we'll be able to see the northern lights from bed tonight and just look straight up and see them. So we'll give you guys the tour now. So the entryway, of course. This is where we have like our eye masks, which we're definitely gonna need. They have little like wine glasses, coffee, kettle, And then
They also have the fridge over there.
it's
That's what's making all the noise.
It's like kind of a fridge, but it's kind of looks like a cooler to me. But it's well worth it because look at this place. This is so crazy and literally only like $90 a night. $90 a night, yes.
But we got it for half off because it was a last minute booking.
That's true. I think they had someone cancel, so they were just trying to get someone in, and we literally booked this yesterday. And look at how cool it is! Oh my gosh. And the floor is heated, which is nice because it's really, really, really cold up here. I just cannot believe the views we have of the fjord right now. Like, could you imagine laying in bed here and looking up and seeing the northern lights on this fjord? Crazy! I feel like there's not a lot to tour, but this is our bed. Looks, ooh, really cozy. Pretty cozy, yeah. We can, obviously close these at night because it gets dark maybe at like 10, and then it gets light at like 5 or 6, so it's definitely going to be helpful to have these in the eye mask. We do have a heater. We have an air conditioner. Definitely do not need this, though. This is how we're going to be for the rest of the day. Just staring at the lights.
I really hope they show up tonight.
Whoa, this is actually crazy watching the clouds move laying down here. Go away, clouds. We want to see the northern lights from our igloo tonight. This is so fun. So we were just laying in bed watching a show, and I was like, oh, we should turn off the lights to see if we can see the northern lights. And oh my goodness, they are everywhere. We can see them from inside of the igloo, but we decided to step outside just because, like, they are literally straight above us, which we can see in the igloo, but sometimes you just, you want it without the glass. I cannot believe my eyes. This is so crazy. Like, this is our 3rd year here trying to find the northern lights. So apparently 3rd time is the charm, and apparently September is the charm because these lights are like nothing we have ever seen before. Like, we are literally watching them move and dance in the sky. They're like green and red and pink, and I just cannot believe it.
What the heck?
What?
I'm filming you right now and it's insane.
Guys, I don't know if you can see me. I hope you can see the northern lights. We are just laying in our igloo, staring up, and the northern lights are absolutely crazy right now. Oh my gosh, I am at a loss for words because they're everywhere. They're literally every single way. They're north, south, east, and west. They are everywhere.
This is the craziest thing. Just sitting inside right now, so warm, staring at the northern lights.
I am like gonna cry because it's like literally the most beautiful thing. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I'm gonna cry. Good morning. It is now the next day. We had the best night last night watching the northern lights in our little glass igloo. It was next level.
So insane.
Today we're going to walk around the fjord, show you the little houses, maybe see some reindeer. It's going to be great.
Other than the fact that the sun rose at around 4 a.m. and we kind of got woken up by it, the night was absolutely perfect. They did give us eye masks, so our eyes were shielded a little bit, but I didn't fall asleep with mine on, so I got woken up, and so did Jenny.
I just love that it smells like that salty ocean air here. It's so nice. It's so crazy. Like yesterday we saw the reindeer. Like, reindeer and ocean just like don't make sense in my head. But in Norway, that's what you see.
I might be technically wrong by saying this, but this is basically the Arctic Ocean. We're so far north, and this is the ocean coming in to this fjord, and so we're gonna call it the Arctic Ocean.
This water is crystal clear. Like, seriously, you can see the bottom so far out. It's like literally looks like a bathtub. Like, that's how clear the water is. Should I touch it? It's probably really cold. Ooh, it's cold, but not like, holy crap, my fingers are gonna fall off cold. Oh, I think it's like a decaying jellyfish. Oh, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh, the middle is like, ugh, weird looking. This thing is gigantic. If anyone knows what this is, please tell us. It's like, this looks like blood. What the heck is this?
It's huge.
What?
It's at least
This
five.
is my foot for reference.
It's at least 5 times the size of the other jellyfish looking thing. So it turns out there's those sort of circular bloody things. I don't know what they are, but they're all over this little beach area. They're just scattered. There's at least 10 that we found, but I'm sure there's way more than that. So we would really love to know what they are, but I have no idea and don't really want to investigate further. I found one in the water, by the way. How do you feel about that?
I'm just so confused. I thought it was for sure jellyfish, but that does not look like a jellyfish in the water.
The reflection off this water is crazy. You can see the sky, the grass, the mountains, everything just by looking at the water. This is so nuts. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Oh, that's unbelievable. I just skipped one and went like 15 times, but of course we weren't filming and no one's gonna believe me, but it did happen.
And I also didn't see it. Can he do it again? Oh, that was pretty good.
You got like 10.
That was pretty good.
I got 10, it was almost as good as the other one. And you saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I feel like there is just no way that our camera can capture how truly beautiful this place is. We also just ran into one of the locals here, and every single person in Finland and Norway that we've talked to have said, like, you guys, like, it's never this warm here, and we're like in our beanies and jackets all bundled up, but apparently they're having like the warmest fall that they've ever had, so this is just so beautiful. I mean, we just walked to another beach and look at it! Ah! And the water is just insanely clear. It's crazy. Our Airbnb host told us that they do fish a bunch of salmon here. I don't remember what season it was, but they fish a bunch of salmon here and then they cold smoke it or whatever. She was saying that her husband was doing that, and I wanted so badly to be like, can we have some? But it's just really cool. Like, they just live on this little peninsula, and then it seems like they live their whole lives just like fishing here and growing things. It's so cool.
We noticed that there was some sort of museum close to our igloo, and we believe it's like a Sami museum of the indigenous people in this region. And we were actually just walking on the beach and noticed this boathouse, and there's a bunch of fishing equipment in there. So I definitely think it's an exhibit, part of the museum. It's so cool to check it out, and we just kind of hopped the fence and looked at it.
A fun fact that our Airbnb host told me when we arrived was that, like, there's like some hunting in the area. There's some people staying at the Airbnb next to us and they're hunting birds, but she told us only the Sami people are allowed to hunt and kill the reindeers. I didn't get the full explanation why, but they're the only people here that can. So if you're not Sami, no killing reindeers. We headed back to our igloo, and I'm so excited. I don't know why. I just feel so excited. This is our 6th night in a row seeing the Northern Lights, and it does make it more special that we can just watch it right from the comfort and warmth of our little igloo here, but they're popping tonight. So if you want to see the Northern Lights, you should definitely come in September and October because these seem to be like the best month.
Usually when there's any lights at all outside, you can't see the Northern Lights, but they're just so strong this far north. Continuing with our Arctic road trip goals, we crossed into Norway in this video, and so we get to check that one off. And then we were also supposed to visit a fjord, and well, we're staying on a fjord, so that definitely counts. So we got 2 more things checked off on our list, and in the next video we are headed to Sweden, and hopefully we can check off a few more. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.